Dylan described the start for us. Had a little bit of had a few walks early and then settled in really nicely.
Yeah, I was just telling the guys I wasn't nervous. I wasn't nervous or anything. I was just really fired up, ready to go. And then once we I think is when we scored, we went up 4-1 or something, and kind of just settled me down. I was like, all right, let's go right at these guys, and they weren't really stringing together hits, so just winning in the zone was kind of the thought process there. Just throwing everything for a strike is kind of where I regathered and ended up working out well.
Ethan, took you a game and a couple innings to get back to where you were last year. How does the swing feel right now? Is there anything about this feel maybe different than it did this time last year?
No, it feels great right now. I just was seeing the ball good yesterday. They made some good pitches, and I got to stay more patient and get balls in the heart of the plate instead of getting jammed inside.
Kingston was talking when you hit the first home run. He was like, his swing was just so compact, so short. Can you feel that when your swing is compact, when it's short and the ball just beams off it?
No, not really. I kind of just hit it. I don't really feel anything. I don't like in the cages is when I start trying to feel stuff. Like today, we talked about getting short and compact to get to that inside pitch, and it helps out with the outside pitch as well.
Dylan, Mark said it's your stuff moves so much it takes maybe an inning or two to calibrate it. Do you feel like maybe that's what was happening early and you had to just kind of find the right spot with that stuff?
Yeah, today was moving a lot today. I was running a ton. So yeah, I'd say that's pretty accurate, just calibrating that over a little bit. But for the most part, I mean, he wasn't missing any calls. I mean, they were balls. So just trying to calibrate that in. And then me and Moose talked, just setting up glove side for me was a good target line for me to start. And then once we got there, it was a lot better.
I think I saw it running from the outfield.
Ethan, for a lineup, you or otherwise, just position players as a whole, is game 2 easier than game 1 in terms of just kind of having the first day butterflies gone and just being able to kind of settle in?
Yeah, we talked about that today. We talked about how the butterflies are always opening day, and Kingston reminded us that opening day is probably one of the hardest days of play as everyone is just very nervous and sped up. But today we just dialed in and put up 11, and we met all of our goals on offense that Monty goes over.
Ethan, can you just take us through the first home run? It looked like a low fastball.
Yeah. So what happened was my first at bat, I got a fastball I could handle, and I ended up grounding it out. And my next at bat, I was thinking the same thing: get a fastball in the zone, and he threw me 2 sliders away, and I got my fastball, and I was able to inside out it and hit it out of center.
Dylan, what's clicked for you over this last year, from last year to this year? What's different about you that's you've been able to go from where you were to Saturday starter now?
Yeah, this summer I kind of got after it. I went and played summer ball, got about 20 innings. And then I went to a place called Kinetic Pro down in Tampa. It's kind of like a tread where you kind of work on your craft and stuff. And came in ready to go this fall, whereas last year I was coming back from TJ, so I took the summer off. And then was kind of playing catch-up all fall last year, and then never really got to where I was. And I just say confidence is back. My confidence was down last year, and just trusting in all the work I did this summer and what me and Matt have worked with so far through the fall and early spring. And credit to him. I mean, he didn't even know me coming in or anything, and he instilled a bunch of confidence in me, and that's really helped me a lot.
Can you explain that a little more of what Matt has brought? I mean, there was the one point where he came out to the mound and it seemed to really settle you down, and a couple other guys have said he's good about keeping you kind of in the middle. Yeah,
he's awesome about that. He'll never get you too high or too low. He'll tell you what you need to know. And so far, the few months we've known each other, we've really hit it off, and I'd say the whole staff, we've kind of hit it off with him, and he's got good stuff for us. And I think if you just believe in him and buy into him, everything will take care of itself.
Was there a time in the fall or even preseason when you knew that it kind of clicked for you and things were going to go well for you?
I wouldn't say there was one specific time, but I strung together a few good outings in a row. I was able to get some starts in the fall, and that was good for me, just to get into a good rhythm and a routine. Kind of very routine-oriented guy, so that was a big thing. But like I said, I mean, Matt's been huge for me. We've hit it off, like I said, and that's just how it went.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.